Hey guys, it's me Caroline, aka Hush Plan. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe, and if you're not, thanks for coming back. And today we're going to discuss sleep tips, tricks, and tracking in my wellness planner. So I'm really excited about this topic, and I'm going to put some timestamps in the description. So if you're more interested in planning, you'll know what part to watch. If you're more interested in the mental health part, I'll show you where to watch that. So let's get started. Here's my sleep tracking spread, and I used a planner that I found on clearance, and I've just been taking parts out of it and using them in here. I'm Franken planning. So I have the time and the quality of sleep, and I could check that by wearing my Fitbit at night. Sometimes it's kind of inaccurate, so I'll just estimate it, or I'll double check to see what the app says. And my goals for sleep last month were to sleep at least 7 hours. And I highlighted the days where I slept 7 hours, if you can see right on the number. Also that there's no screens after PM meds, and this is something that I was tracking a lot in my weekly spreads. And I just wanted to make sure I wasn't looking at my phone, looking at my laptop, anything like that, because sometimes I'll get lost in social media, lost in YouTube videos, and it's just not good. The light isn't good for you when you're trying to sleep. So if I am going to read before bed something boring or not that exciting, I'd rather read brain dumps, which is just basically writing everything that's happened that day, things that you're thinking about. I haven't done that lately, but you can just write that out, and then the next day you can highlight what you've accomplished. That's what I would do. And then to do a calm activity after I take my medication, so like hand lettering, reading, taking a bath. Alexa, stop. Oh my God. I was having like anxiety about waking up Monday because I have an early day. So sometimes that anxiety would make me not sleep well. So I'm working on adjusting that sleep routine. And I really like how this came out. You can use like online trackers and phone apps, but I really like to have like it physically here, wake up, write in it. And it's really easy. And if you don't have a Fitbit, just to estimate the hours that you slept. But the cool thing about the Fitbit is that it tells you when you're awake in bed. So you might not know you're tossing and turning. It takes that off of your sleep time. Very scientific. So this month I'm gonna put all of my screen time on here, which is perfect because before it was like every week. So I'd have like unplug, no screens, no screens. So I'll have it all right here. It'll be really a lot easier to reference it. And I'm just really excited. I like this a lot. I like how it's been going, and I feel more accountable to what I do because I know I have to write it down. Okay, so here's more of the mental health piece. So if you've seen my channel before and you know about me, I have bipolar disorder, which affects my sleep, and sleep affects my bipolar disorder. So the way to counteract all of that is to make sure I get good quality sleep every single night, no matter what. So of course I'm gonna reference my favorite bipolar book, Bipolar Not So Much, Understanding Your Mood Swings and Depression by Aiken and Phelps. And I'll put a link in the description of this book on Amazon, and it's on sale from when I just checked. So the first tip is a cool, dark bedroom. So I have this sleep mask that I wear because I have a light that shines directly into my bedroom window. So this makes sure I can't see anything, and I always sleep better when I have this on. It's kind of falling apart, but it's perfect. Avoid stimulating activity before bedtime. So like, I don't remember when it was, maybe a couple months ago, I checked my phone right before I went to bed, and it was like an email from school saying like, you have something due, it's due now, you haven't handed it in yet. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to sleep thinking about what I had to do in the morning, and that's just really stressful. I remember that messed me up. So before you go to bed, I would recommend just reading a book, something easy. So this is the book that I've been reading every night. I just finished it last night, and it's about, she's an actress and a singer with bipolar disorder, Jennifer Lewis. So this was a really interesting book. It was a little exciting, but not something that would keep me up at night. I'm practicing my handwriting. I'm not that good, but if I just do that at night, oh, so cute. If I do that at night, it's relaxing, I'm not thinking, I'm just writing and writing, and I really like that, and I get my practice in, or I read schoolwork. Not saying it's boring, but again, it's not keeping me up at night. So, okay, daytime napping. So they recommend that you could take like a 20-30 minute nap during the day, but not to like sleep for hours, because that will really mess you up. Alcohol's double effect. I don't drink alcohol. It always, when I was, it affected my sleep really badly, and obviously waking up not feeling great. So I would read more about that if it pertains to you. Regular rise time. So like my body automatically gets me up at like 7 or 8, but I think that they're saying like even on the weekend and everything, try to keep it around the same time, so your body is just used to it and adjust to that routine, which has helped me. Anxiety download, so that's a really good one. You can do a brain dump where you just write down everything that you've been going through. I think we talked about that. If you don't fall asleep after 20 minutes, get up. I do that because how many of you have just lied there just hoping that you're gonna fall asleep? Check the clock, not asleep, check the clock, not asleep. And then you're like, oh, okay, let's see. It's 2 o'clock, so I have 4 hours until I have to get up. Okay, it's 3:30. So, I mean, I'm only saying that because I've done that and it's stressful. So if you don't fall asleep, get up, grab a book, watch some TV, do something. I forget where I was reading, but they were like, don't do chores, don't do anything like that. And I remember once I was like manic and I woke up, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I moved my furniture around with no contacts in, so I could like barely see. And don't think about how you're not sleeping. This is my number one tip, because you're lying there, you're thinking, oh, I'm never gonna fall asleep. This is what I do. I don't check my watch. I don't check my cell phone. I just read until I'm gonna fall asleep. I just draw or write until I'm gonna fall asleep. Just let it happen, because I found that the more I worry that I'm not gonna sleep, I don't sleep. It's just like a terrible psychological struggle. So I think that's their best tip, definitely. And then just write down what are your top things that help. So a lot of the same stuff: cutting off caffeine, having a cold room. This is sleepy tea is a good one. So this is the tea that I've been drinking, caffeine-free sleepy tea. What I would say is if you do take medication, I would double check to see if it interferes with it, because they had some like weird valerian root or something that concerned me. So I would just like double check, because you don't want to interfere with your medication that's prescribed to you. So that's about it. That's my experience with sleep tracking, sleep, and mental health. And I decided that I'm gonna continue to be open and honest in this. And I'm not a wellness expert. I'm just gonna show you what's worked for me, what doesn't work for me. And I'm not perfect, so you'll always hear more. And if these things don't work for you, try a different way and let me know. Let me know in the comments what helps you sleep. What's the best way that you track your sleep? I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you very much and happy planning.